A far cry from.
Very different from. For example, this flat is a far cry from the house they had before.
Benefit of doubt.
Believe someone's statement without proof. For example, Antony might be lying, but they have to give him the benefit of the doubt and accept what he says for now.
Best thing since sliced bread.
A good invention or innovation. For example, they think wireless internet access is the greatest thing since sliced bread.
Blessing in disguise.
Something good that isn't recognized at first. For example, illness confined Emma to the home, which was a blessing in disguise.
Break the bank.
To spend a lot of money or exceed one's budget. For example, this would be a skiing holiday. That would not break the bank.
Broke the bank.
To spend more than expected or affordable. For example, my uncle broke the bank buying a sports car.
Cash cow.
A consistent and reliable source of income or profits. For example, the product has always been a cash cow for their company.
Cross that bridge when you come to it.
Deal with a problem if and when it becomes necessary, not before. For example, Alex doesn't know how he'll pay the bills if he quit his job, but he'll cross that bridge when he come to it.
Cut corners.
When something is done badly to save money. For example, well, if I cut corners, I have something left on Sunday to go shopping with.
Cut the mustard.
To succeed, live up to expectations or become adequate enough to compete or participate. For example, the boss fired him because he couldn't cut the mustard.
Drastic times call for drastic measures.
When you are extremely desperate, you need to take drastic actions. For example, after Joe's third accident, his father confiscated his car. Drastic times call for drastic measures.
In the black.
To be financially successful. For example, this year our business is in the black.
In the heat of the moment.
Overwhelmed by what is happening in the moment. For example, Sandra is afraid that she was very rude. She was caught up in the heat of the moment.
It takes two to tango.
Actions or communications need more than one person. For example, it takes two to tango, and so far their relationship has been one-sided.
Jump on the bandwagon.
Join a popular trend or activity. For example, there will always be inexperienced people ready to jump on the bandwagon and start teaching classes in whatever is fashionable.
Let sleeping dogs lie.
Do not disturb a situation as it to avoid trouble or complications. For example, Jane come over here stirring everything up. Why can't she let sleeping dogs lie?
Method to my madness.
despite one seemingly random approach. There actually is structure. For example, at the start of her presentation, it seemed that she's out of her mind, but when she finished, they saw that there's method in her madness.
Money talks.
The power and influence that come with having a lot of money. For example, unfortunately, in their town money talks. And if he doesn't have money, he can just forget it.
On a shoestring budget.
A very small budget. For example, they were on a shoestring budget while backpacking through Europe last summer.
On the ball.
When someone understands the situation well. For example, she looks so comfortable when she's on the ball.
Penny pincher.
Someone who is extremely frugal and careful with their money. For example, Billy is such penny pincher, and none likes to be with him.
Rolling in dough.
To be very wealthy or have a lot of money. For example, look at his house and car. He must be rolling in dough.
Rob Peter to pay Paul.
To take from one source to pay off another, often resulting in a cycle of debt or financial instability. For example, never use a credit card to pay a debt. That's just robbing Peter to pay Paul.
Spit into the wind.
Wasting time on something futile. For example, to be perfectly honest, he feels like voting is just spitting in the wind, so he doesn't even bother.
Second to none.
The quality of their customer service is second to none in the industry. For example, she will discover career and lifestyle opportunities that are second to none.
Straight from the horse's mouth.
To hear something directly from the source. For example, she doesn't believe he did it, then she asks him. To hear it straight from the horse's mouth.
The bee's knees.
To be exceptionally great, excellent, or high quality. For example, do you like my new shoes? I think they are the bee's knees.
The cream of the crop.
Someone tries to convey highest value or quality of a person or object. For example, these two employees are extremely hardworking. They are the cream of the crop among our employees.
To give someone a piece of your mind.
To tell somebody that you disapprove of their behavior. For example, he gives that mechanic a piece of his mind. If the car's not fixed this time,
Wouldn't be caught dead.
would never do that? For example, she wouldn't be caught dead. Wearing a dress like that, she feels like something her grandmother would wear.